Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me is Scott Richard, Global Head of Business Development at Nasdaq, to discuss performance and Nasdaq's execution platform. Scott, it's great to see you as always. Welcome back to Trade.
Thanks so much. Glad to be here.
And Scott, what are the key factors that determine performance for an execution platform?
Yeah, so when we talk to firms, performance is obviously a key metric that they're looking at. They're talking about latencies, how quickly orders execute. So, they use terms such as ACT, like when an order is sent in, how quickly is it responded to, and how quickly do they get a message back? How fast are we sequencing orders that come into our systems, et cetera.
How does the Nasdaq execution platform's performance benefit from its association with the exchange?
Right, so that's one of the key benefits of the Nasdaq execution platform. So years ago, when Nasdaq purchased INET from Instinet, we purchased the technology to really enhance Nasdaq's offering at the exchange level. Over, since 2005, when we made that acquisition, we have steadily enhanced the INET infrastructure for the betterment of the trading community. And Nasdaq execution platforms gets to benefit from that because the underlying code base is the same code base that we use for all of our systems.
When COVID-19 disrupted markets and increased volume and volatility, how did the Nasdaq execution platform perform?
Oh, we knocked it out of the park. I mean, if you look at the way Goldman Sigma X squared performed, and also looked at the way the exchanges performed, no one blipped. It was very seamless. Our systems are able to handle hundreds of millions of orders a day, and even with the increased volatility, we saw really no hiccups whatsoever. We were really pleased with the fact that, INET has stayed at the forefront of all of our, the technology evolution, so to speak. And, we really got to see the benefits of that, especially during high market volatility.
How does offering a comprehensive technology solution increase efficiencies and help the sell side offer a better experience for their clients?
Yeah, so, at the end of the day, as there's been this kind of race to zero, so to speak, with regards to speed, and everybody's looking for some sort of edge. And the fact that we're able to provide performance at the same level that we are at the exchange level, really makes the sell side feel comfortable in knowing that they're getting almost like for like in terms of a performance system that the exchanges are currently operating on. So, it's one of those metrics, granted, there's a lot of other things that come into play when the sell side is looking to potentially take on an outsourced platform. But, one of the things that they don't worry about is performance. It's funny when we go in and talk to clients and or potential prospects, everybody always says, we know the Nasdaq technology, we know INET, and it's one of those few things that we don't quote unquote have to sell because the technology speaks for itself.
And Scott, to wrap up here, what differentiates the Nasdaq execution platform from other solutions?
Well, obviously there are a multitude of things that do differentiate us from other participants that are looking to potentially offer outsourcing solutions. I mean, we've talked about in the past about our surveillance capabilities, our trade reporting capabilities. But at the end of the day, I think one of the key differentiators is really the performance of the system and the underlying technology. We really work very hard at Nasdaq to refine and get very granular with the INET technology, and the Nasdaq execution platforms are really seeing the benefit of that. I mean, if you look at the performance of our various clients and their platforms, they're performing at peak performance, and that really separates us out from a lot of the competition.
All right, Scott, appreciate the insight as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thanks, Jill.